Hello, I am child of the night, and I am going to be reading Screw It, I'm with the Doctor, Longing for Adventure by Luna is Best Pony One. Now, this is my first time, so here we go. Day was a continuous source of annoyance for the Moon Princess ever since Luna had returned from her banishment 3 months ago. Celestia had decided to buckle down and make so Luna never felt alone or neglected again, ever. This led Celestia to the urge to her staff to give particularly mandatory attention and affection to Luna at near every moment of the day, which wouldn't have been so bad if it weren't for her smothering affection of a single member of the royal staff. For months, this insane Pegasus had tailed the Moon Princess, dragging the mare from place to place, treating her like a filly. Today, Luna was determined to have the day to herself, if only she had known what was really ahead. Luna's work had finished for the night. She was mentally making escape plans as she left her balcony, where she walked to race the moon and set it on its nightly course. It was morning. She had finally finished her job by allowing the moon to fully set to make way for the early light of the morning sun. She was tired, but she was determined to enjoy the early morning. All she had to do was slip by the watching eyes of the male whom Luna viewed as demonic foresail. Luna ducked into the hall and, in a shadowy burst of magic, teleported to the kitchen. From a place beneath a huge and empty buffet table, she peeked into the halls of the bustling kitchen. She saw only the chef, a few servers populating the area. Good. Luna nodded firmly and leaned against the wall. From her hiding place, she managed to summon a few comic books from her bedroom, intending to catch up on the latest issue of PowerPoints and start on her newly acquired course in My Little Human contest. She was just getting into her comics when the band of her assistants showed up. The tablecloth hiding her flew, but I guess the Pegasus powered, hovering upside down, looking right at Luna was. Surprise! The yellow Pegasus yelled. Luna's eyes twitched. What are you doing in here, silly filly? Surprised as grabbing Luna's hooves and dragging her out from under the table. The servers and silver points all giggled. You know, you should be in bed at this time, or at least in your morning dinner. Chef! Surprise zipped up to the chef pony and threw her hoof over his shoulder. Would it be so awesome as to cook something for the princess and me? The chef gave a amused grin. It would be my honor, Miss Surprise. He began to make some blueberry pancakes right away, leaving Surprise to drag Luna into the other room. Really, it took me almost 2 minutes to find you, Surprise giggled. It never even takes me that long to find any pony else. This is a record. You are so good at hide and seek. Right now, hide and seek isn't a very good idea. Miss Jotdown is calling a staff meeting, and I wanted to make sure you were okay before I went. They were now in an empty banquet hall, and surprised to Luna, she sat down at the head of the table before taking a seat right at the right-hand side. Luna glared and sat, nodding a small word of thanks as she did. Thank you for your concern, Miss Surprise. I am quite confident I can take care of myself. Of course, Miss Luna, surprised Gwen. But Miss Celestia wants you to have a conquest champion so you can adjust to the new way of living. I heard this before, Miss Surprise. Luna sighed and looked on her hooves, just waiting for her food now. You say there's a meeting today. She tried not to sound rude, so you'll be busy. Her attempts to pure diplomatic silver were destroyed, and half the hopelessness of her voice was surprising and seemed to notice. Yep, surprised Gwen. But don't worry. I'll be here to have breakfast with you and see you off to bed. Is there anything you'd like me to mention in the morning report to the princess? Concerns, ideas, and such? Luna shook her head at the question. She was asked the same one every morning, but no matter what feedback she gave, it was met with a simple nod, a smile, and absolutely nothing else. Quite pointless, really. No, that's fine, Miss Surprise, he sighed. Just then the chef came out of the kitchen with a humongous meal. Pancakes, juice, eggs, muffins, cheese, just about everything a mayor could want in a royal breakfast. Luna gave the chef a small smile and a word of thanks. But when the feast was laid before her, she hardly picked at it, instead sighing and taking a sip of apple juice. Surprise looked at the moon princess with concerned eyes. You seem upset. Tell me, would you like me to make you an appointment with... No, Lee. I'm quite content with my mental state. I don't need to see a therapist. That may have been only a teensy bit of a lie. 1,000 years on the moon was a long time. Isolation and pain had ate at her sanity quite a bit, but she hadn't had an episode in a while. Probably due to the fact that she had constant company, most bipolar's trained to deal with those who have been corrupted by dark magic like her. Well, alright. Surprise gave a little smile, and poured herself a cup of coffee and Luna a cup of herbal tea. Here, she said, giving the princess a mug. Listen, I know it's a little bit hard adjusting to the modern world, and you probably feel like being treated like a fool. But it's what needs to be done. Your sisters and your doctor's orders. Luna is staring at her food, just disinterested now, simply counting the seconds before she was released to her bedroom, where she'd be allowed to drift in the world of comics with no point in knowing and us overbearing. Surprise gave Luna a kind smile, and Luna did her best to return it. Surprise down the last of her plate, but still had a new cup of coffee to finish. Lindsay said, Miss Luna, are you about done? I have to get to my meeting and you need the sleep. Right. Luna sighed, stood up from the table, levitating her tea as she made her way down the hall. Surprise followed behind the princess and grinned. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but today is my 3 months anniversary when I returned from the moon. You're playing a huge surprise party and inviting my sister and all the staff, Luna said. Surprise glancing grinned. Yeah, how did you know? She gasped. Luna gave a small smile, hoping it didn't look too fake. You said the same thing last month and the month before. Surprise gave a giggle. Well, you're like super duper smart. Super duper, Luna repeated. The two arrived at Luna's room, and Luna half already thanked Surprise before parting ways with the meal and crashing on her bed. Finally, she was alone. However, she was both expected to sleep and the subject hardly checked in staff members, right? She gave a knowing sigh, grabbed a comic from a pile of them on the bedstead. Screw the rules. If the staff lecture her, she'll just apologize and get back to the reading the second they left. Truly an act of rebellion, worthy of such great warrior. She scowled. Now, she wasn't just being treated like a fool, she was acting like one too. Ugh, she needed to get out. From behind her knowing that the lies noise sounded silver whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound. Alarmed, she looked up from her comics. What she saw next was inexplicable. Inexplicable. Sitting in her bedroom was a blue police box. Surely the object must have possessed a great power, teleporting to magic protected space like that. But why was it here? She stood up and glared at the box. What are you? She asked, laying a long, stagger malice into her voice. What do you want? She demanded of the object. As if response, the box opened and out walked the brown pony with a hourglass keymark. Where am I now? He muttered. Then saw Luna in his eyes. Oh, why, hello, princess. Care for a ride somewhere? Or do you not know me yet? Luna grabbed the stallion with a magic glare. Explain thyself, or we will banish you to the dungeon, intruder, she said barely below the royal cantor-like voice. Don't know me yet. Got it. The doctor grinned, unfazed by her glowing white eyes and bellowing voice. So, I'm the doctor, and you and I are going to be best of friends. Out of this blue box, I travel through space on amazing adventures. He grinned the words. Luna raised her eyebrows, perplexed by the concept, but strange believing. Really? She challenged. Prove it. Little did she know that those 3 little words were the start of a great adventure.